Everyone, what's going on? Hope everyone's doing great. So today, I'm going to change the transmission fluid in my son's pickup here. He's working, so I'm going to tackle this for him. What her dad's for, right? So we're out here in the farm shed. My other son, he's got his car here. We're going to try not to scratch and dent that at all. He wouldn't be too happy, all right? So we got it out here in the grain drill and truck, and the tractor over there is being repaired. So we're out here in beautiful Johnstown, Colorado. You can see the mountains over there. All right. So this pickup's a 2012 Silverado. It's got the 6.2 liter motor in there. He's got the decal on there. So I'm going to tackle this. I've changed the transmission fluid in mine, but it's older. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this the metal line off here. That's your transmission coolant line. So the oil runs through there, and then I'm gonna catch the excess transmission fluid when it comes out. Do my flush, maybe drain some out when I start it. So I've got the filter ready to roll there, new filter. Got my transmission fluid. I'm gonna use some AMS-oil, good synthetic stuff. He changed the oil in it with some AMS-oil, so we're gonna put some all synthetic fluid in there. We'll just look underneath it here to show you what I'm going to tackle underneath. So here's the pan. And what I'm going to do first is I'm going to take this off, this heat shield off. And a lot of times there gets dust under here, and you don't want to get any dirt and stuff into the pan when you drop that down. GM and their ingenuity, they put this exhaust pipe cross member here, and I've been told you can't get the pan all the way off because of this exhaust pipe. I can take some bolts off here and maybe push the transmission up a little bit, maybe help get this pan down, get the filter out. So I'm going to tackle that. I think these are like 10 millimeter bolts, I'm thinking. And we'll take this out, try and get the filter out, clean the stuff out of the bottom of the pan, and button it back up. And I'll try and take some video along the way here, see what I'm up to. All right. So what you can see here is what I've done is I put that hose, my my, what do they call these, poly hose, into the into the one fitting there, and ran it into a bucket, and I started the engine and ran almost about a gallon of transmission fluid in there before it started bubbling. You get some bubbles up in here and you want to stop. I'm having to do this myself, so I'm kind of just rigging this up so I can hop in there and watch it. I watched it through the window, and as soon as the bubbles started coming up, I stopped the engine. So that's where I'm at now. All right, so at this point, I've got the pan off, or I've got it down. They were right. You can't get the pan off. You got this exhaust pipe comes under here, and even though I jacked back the transmission up a little bit, I still can't get that pan off. You can see up in there, it just will not come out. You would think, this truck's a 2012. You think by now the GM engineers could figure out how to engineer something where you can actually get the pan off to change the transmission fluid and filter, but whatever. So anyway, yeah, I've got the pan off. There was some fluid in here. I sucked it out. I got my handy dandy Harbor Freight pump there. I've got the filter out. You can see it's not in there. Right here, that's the old filter. Got the old filter out. You got to kind of finagle it over to the side here. So I got a lot of rags and got the rest of the transmission fluid out of the bottom, and it is a good thing that we're changing the transmission fluid. That stuff is a dark brown color, and this truck's got 146,000 miles, and I don't think anybody's ever changed transmission fluid, so that's not good. Also, you can see here on the ground I got this washer. It's a magnet. It sits under the pan. You can see this little indent here. It sits inside the pan, and I've got to clean that off. You can see it's pretty dirty. Clean that off. I'm going to put it back up inside there. And I got the gasket out. I'm going to clean the gasket up. It's a reusable gasket. And I'm going to put it back up under there, up in the pan, and from there I'm going to button it back up and put some fluid in, and that's about the point where I'm at right now. Okay, I'm back. At this point, I've got a gallon of transmission fluid back in there. I've got the pan back on, the magnet back in there, the filter back up in there, and the pan back on. And you remember I've got I had a jug up here. I got about 1 gallon of transmission fluid out of there when I first started the engine up the first time. So I put a gallon back in the pan, so I'm going to start the motor back up and see. I'm going to probably put another gallon of fluid back up in here, and that'll be 2 gallons of transmission fluid. So we'll go ahead and get that done. And let's see here. Start the motor. So you'll see here transmission fluid coming up, and it'll get after a while, you can see it's dark now. After a while it'll get more of a red color. It's probably starting to do that now. It's starting to bubble, so you don't want to go too long, and then you shut it off and it should be good. And we'll put it in drive, reverse, drive. Alright, so I didn't get much, I didn't get a gallon out of there, but I pretty much got some of the other old stuff out of there. So all in all, I'll probably have about 1.5 gallons of fluid changed out of here, which is, it's not too bad. It's probably not a full flush, but it's best to get that old fluid out of there and a new filter up in there. So anyway, I think I'm done. I hope he appreciates it. We're all done. I started the engine, checked the fluid level. I actually added about two gallons. So it's got 2 gallons of fresh fluid in here. And I think I'm going to take it for a quick test drive here. So before he gets back, he said he's on his way back. So let's take it for a quick test drive. See how it runs. Alright, there we go. See if it shifts smooth. So far, so good. At least it goes forward. Go up on the blacktop here. Shifts good. Shifts smooth between first and second. I think we're good to go. Get it up to about 60, 55. I'm gonna obey the speed limit. Alright, thanks for watching my video.